Okay, we're about to enter Orzammar.
Fair journeys, Warden.
How magnificent! These must be the statues of the dwarven paragons.
Now that's a thing of beauty, daughter. If you work hard like Branka, all Orzammar will know your name.
Mother, I don't want to be like her.
Don't say that! Not to me, not to anyone. Now get back to the forge. I want to see more details.
Yes, Mother.
Now's better than later.
Paragons. Okay. To become a paragon is to be recognized as essentially a living ancestor. Your words are considered ineffable, and the dwarves liken you unto a god. Your family, those you choose to ascend with you, become the founders of a new line of nobility. A Paragon Branka. I met the Paragon Branka only once during my stay, and I consider it an odd occasion indeed. Surrounded by those of her house, this ill-tempered woman was draped in the finest clothing and jewelry, and was obviously revered even above the highest nobles, perhaps above even the king, yet she seemed to enjoy none of it. The burden of being a living legend is great, it appears. Paragon Riddler.
Got it.
An explanation of paragons.
If only you had come at a less troubled
Bread? Please, sir. Just a bit of bread.
I'll get on it.
Your Highness, you live. We heard what happened. It was an injustice. My master is writing another book about the Idukans. He believes that Prince Balin set you up.
Who are you?
I'm just a humble scholar, as is my master. When you were still the best of House Idukan, you defended him from Brunton Volney. May Orzammar be kinder to you than the last time you walked the roads.
Disappearing magical dwarf. Although...
I have a question it may be able to answer, Elder Mage.
Must it always be Elder Mage? I'm not a wizened old crone just yet.
Would it prefer Mage well past her prime don't mind the sagging bits?
You have an odd way of requesting answers to your questions.
I'm curious about the abominations of the tower. Is it possible for such a creature to become human again?
Yes, it is simply very difficult. It requires travel into the Fade.
And is the mage the same afterwards as the mage was before?
No, I have never met such a person, but no, they are changed forever.
I understand. Thank you for the answer, wise one.
You can't... For God's sakes. Okay. Commission report. What's their commission report here? Key to the city. Okay, while your concerns have merit, the Assembly has made itself clear. Space within the Fade is at a premium, but the intended function of the whole merits the additional resources committed. The statues of the Paragons must be the core of the Hall of Heroes. There is no other placement that so benefits dwarven interests. It is the first glimpse that surfaced ambassadors have of Orzammar. An introduction not just to our living ancestors, but also to the stone from which they were born. They must see its shape before they can understand the complexity of its raw form. The whole must also serve a second purpose. As a last sight for departing brethren, those who choose to leave must do so with the heavy gaze upon their ancestors at their backs. It is a reminder of duty and consequence. We will promote all manner of trade, but also reinforce that those who leave for too long will return as strangers to the stone. Make us our first glimpse at the actual city.
It is the Assembly who makes a king, and a king who nominates his successor. None of it is carried in the blood.
Or, as now, when someone tries using the Assembly to pull a coup. Who's to say what my father said in his final hours, when the usurper Harrowmont was the only one by his side?
I'll have you thrown in prison.
You've bitten off more than you can chew!
Handlers, separate these dashers in the Diamond Quarter. I will not have Balin incite a riot.
Not speak that way about the man who should be king!
Open fighting in the streets.
Fighting in the commons, especially in front of outsiders. Well, have been legion.
We did see the city from the higher levels, from the Noble Quarter, Diamond Quarter, but not from the actual city where most of the people live.
Exile, you are not to show your face here again. I have enough crime to deal with. I shouldn't have to dump you back in the deep roads.
I have a new house, the Grey Wardens.
That's right. You found pity topside. The Warden should have better sense when choosing allies. Surfacers and their cloud-addled heads. Fine, oh illustrious Grey Warden. What do you want?
Okay. Can the city function like this?
Blame yourself for that. The deaths in your house brought us here. And still the tavern is open, and the market is busy. Orzammar has suffered worse. The ancestors will see us through.
Yep. The light is coming and I need Orzammar's assistance.
Surface problems. Well, we have no king to hear you. You can join the shouting at the Assembly in the Diamond Quarter if you want. Bunch of Desher lords bickering over sand. Balin, Harrowmont. Is one so different? No paragons here.
Sounds like Balin and Harrowmont are the ones to talk to.
They've caged themselves for fear of each other. As you've seen, keeping order down among us working people is dodgy. No place for a proper lord. Balin speaks through his second, Vartag Gavorn, in the Assembly. Lord Harrowmont speaks through Dulin Ferender from his estate.
Yeah, I should get going. I could ask about the Paragons, but I'm sort of assuming since I am from the city, I should know all about Paragons, so I should get going.
Yes, you should.
Choose your side.
It's big.
Yes, it is. I think this is the proving.
When? Is this yours?
Oh, a bag of components. Thank you, dear. I was wondering where it got to.
You left?
Okay, Present Order 51A. No dwarf of indeterminate caste may conduct business in the commons. Yeah, you have to have a house names with traceable ancestors to of at least 3 generations. I am sure you understand the need to maintain strict quality control over all goods and services that flow through Orzammar, especially when we are making a concerted effort to encourage outside investment. The standards of Dust Town and that of the common brand are simply not sufficient. The trade permit is hereby denied.
Stood by the fire at camp.
Oh, yes, I remember now. How age creeps up on you and brings with it forgetfulness.
You're a great mage, Wen, and you're sharper and wiser than many people I know. Some young ones too.
Oh, but you should have seen me 15, 20 years ago. The fires have dimmed somewhat since then. But thank you, Liliana, for picking up after this old lady.
Jannar Armorverse. Okay, there seems to be quite a few shops here. We might as well at least take a look. We don't really have money to buy anything really decent, but at least we would have a goal to go after.
Welcome to Jannar Family Armors. I must say, you look like our type of people. Looking for a new set of mail? At Jannar's we have everything from leather to platinum.
You know anything about what's happening with the king?
I stay out of politics. It's not good for a smith to get the attention of those who grant vendors licenses. Lord Harrowmont's a fair man. My father did business with him, and he always paid on time. But the Idukans have served us well. If it is the ancestors' wisdom to keep them on the throne, I cannot object.
Let's see what you have.
Of course. Keep in mind, we also take items on trade.
Traps. Pretty typical tough stuff with plus 25 physical resistance. That's nice. Dwarven massive armor. Starting to see armor class closer to 20 just from a single piece of armor. Nothing really interesting. A few okay items though.
Ancestors guard my son, for he is lost in darkness. Mothers keep him safe, for you know what it is to mourn. I'm sorry. Did you have an offering for the ancestors? I can move aside. I don't have much to bring them.
What were you praying for?
My name is Vilda, widow of Turak of the Smith caste. I pray here every day for my son, Rak. I only wish I knew whether I should be asking for his safe return or for the ancestors to accept his soul.
So your son's missing.
It was 5 years ago. He was only a youngster. He joined a Deep Roads excursion, the only smith to go with the warriors to repair their arms. He was so proud, but he got separated somehow. When they came home, he wasn't with them.
Did anyone go after him?
The captains don't want to lose anyone searching for stray men. Too many were taken by Darkspawn that way.
No, we shouldn't abandon him. The thing is, I'm not sure I have access to the deep roads. It's not something that you can just go for every time you wish. I could offer to do that though. There's no harm in it.
How? There is no way except to brave the deep roads yourself.
Hmm. So?
Warden, so you could do it. Only wardens face the deep roads without a company backing them. Oh, thank you. The ancestors finally heed my prayers.
Take heart, good Widow Filda. We'll do our best.
Please, find me as soon as you return.
It's basically a quest we might be able to do at some point. So there's no reason not to take it.
Sod it all, the exile. Never thought I'd see your face in the Commons. Never thought I'd be glad to either. But this can only help Balin. Whether he forgives you or you scare people, it's another crack in the old way.
You are very eager to support my brother.
He has the legitimate claim, thanks to your failed grab. You abused the old ways, and now he has a chance to change them. I see where the gold is. It flows topside. Balin will guide us to adopt a new way. Of course, he can't come out and say that.
Let me see what you have.
I'll take your gold. You're good for that.
Yeah. Tome of the Mortal Vessel. This sum gives the reader one or more points to spend on attributes, but is rendered useless attributes. It's 15 gold, I'm not buying it. We might buy that at some point, but few attribute points won't make any kind of difference at this point. Ooh, a good light armor, Drake skin. Strength, dexterity, stamina regeneration in combat. Nothing amazing. Remarkable sapphire. We could... Ooh, golden symbol of Andraste. Probably for Liliana. There's a lot of these Andraste symbols. Okay, I'm buying both of them. Alley King's Flagon. More booze. Silver Demon Head Ring. Cool earring. Buying all of them. Better save. I'm not 100% sure who gets who, but I'm sort of getting a feel for what who likes what. Remarkable sapphire. Already at 65.
Very nice. Very nice indeed.
22. Very nice. Even if we can't get it to go up, it's a huge buffer in case we have to do something negative that affects Shale. Approval 44.
Oh, how dear of you. Thank you so much.
52. Okay. And booze and jewelry. Won't head of a demon. I would try to give them to Morrigan. Moderate cunning. So cunning. Excellent.
Maker's blessing on you, brother.
Why are you invoking a human god?
The Maker brought forth this world and every creature in it. He chose a human woman as his prophet and bride, but he loves all races. I'm Brother Burkle of the Red Cliff Chantry, returned to my ancestors' land to spread the chant of light. I'm petitioning to open a chantry in Orzammar. Who do you need to petition to for a permit for the chantry? The Shaper controls changes in Orzammar's structure and society. I need the Shaper of Memory's permission to open a prayer meeting.
Yeah, you have to be very active in this game if you want to do anything. So, do you want any help?
Oh, I'd hoped you'd say that. I can see the Maker's hand on your shoulder, guiding you always.
If this chantry could help just one person as much as it helped me, it's worth any trouble.
Please let me know as soon as you've heard anything.
Liliana Crew. In some games, if you hear about a quest, it's a quest in your journal. Here, I feel you have to be very active if you want to get everything that's clearly available to you. Dust Town. Igor's influence. Yeah. Tapster's Tapper. That is not. Can't believe I missed this.
Oh, wonderful. A dwarven tavern. I've always wanted to try some of their ale. I hear it's quite potent.
Yeah, Booze Hound win.
Ah, someone puked here. Barmaid, clean that up.
You're not welcome here, exile. I don't care if you're a Grey Warden. I liked your brother. If you need to speak to one of my patrons, do it quickly. But don't expect me to serve you.
You serve Balin.
Yes, and he disgusts me as much as ever. But with him, you know what you're getting. I expected more from you.
Huh. Fine.
You have some nerve.
Yeah, any one of you who wants to pick an actual fight anytime. Anytime.
We've a bit of stew on the fire.
Afternoon, stranger. You looking for a stool to share a brew?
Who are you?
Name's Naveen. I fight with Prince Balin's expeditionary field unit. Yourself?
You're in a Grey Warden.
You don't say. Good folks, Wardens. I was in the Deep Roads when that one came by. What was his name? Dukan, Dunka... something like that.
You knew Duncan.
I met him, sure. Good man. Solid. He knows what we go through in the Deep Roads. Not many do. Not even the ones who live this close. You have to be on the front lines.
Who's your unit fighting? Actually, the Darkspawn.
Darkspawn. Not much use in turning our weapons elsewhere while those vermin still live.
Work for Balin.
I go where I'm sent, fight when I'm there, and leave politics where it belongs.
Yeah, thanks for the drink.
Watch yourself. Orzammar politics are getting near as dangerous as battle.
In dwarven Vavarag, in a vagabella and in the Risa Saradrova, den Wimedwa. Nasun Kalano Brug and
Bottles all around?
Hey, there's two of you.
They're everywhere! I can't take it! What? Get away! You'll change like the rest! Monsters hidden in all my friends!
What are you talking about?
They follow you. Once you are in the story, they possess your friends and follow. See? I found copies. All from the same pen, and older than the ones in song. Dormant my ass! Take them! I want out! I won't disappear chasing a lie! I won't!
Okay. 3 weathered parchments with 3 versions of the same incomplete story. Excerpt. And when his kingdom fell, so disappeared the stolen riches of an age. The beast, the unbound, dormant until one of true spirit claims his throne. so must hunt the hero of his people, the principles who would search for ancient evil. This is how they can make a real difference. Scribbled in the corner in a shaky hand. 3 pages, 3 ages, same just story, updated. Same as the tavern song, but older. Signature torn on purpose, but compare and get Realm Maiden. All from him, how? Yeah, then is it a quest? Don't know.
I hope they have a nug on the fire. I'm starving.
Everyone. I mean, it's how the ancestors show their favor. Lord Dennick Helmi, honored Desher of the Orzammar Assembly, and terrible disappointment to my esteemed mother, who doesn't like me spending time in taverns. So I'm curious. You've been living on the surface, right? Does it function any worse than Orzammar for having abolished caste?
Controversial opinion for a dwarf in the assembly.
Very good. I guess someone already told you I was good for nothing, drinking my life away at tapsters. Or did they leave off at greatest shame to ever fall upon the assembly? I've always liked that one. You know, most smiths and tavern keeps would make decent deshers if we gave them a chance and a seat in the assembly. Orzammar is so mired in tradition, no one bothers asking if the castes are even necessary.
So you get to vote on the next king.
Me and 79 other fine, upstanding examples of how someone who's born into every privilege inevitably wants more. They're not fond of my views on equality.
So who are you voting for?
I doubt either candidate has been outside the Diamond Quarter in his life. But Lord Harrimont seems a bit more forgiving. Prince Balin's brilliant, I'll give him that, and subtle as sin. But I don't think anything in Orzammar matters more to him than winning. As you wish.
So, we didn't get much out of this.
Now's better than later.
We still have few places in the commons area to visit, and I'd rather visit them now before moving on to a new thing. Vigorous import locked.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Key required. What? Knock Wrangler Boromon.
I knew I should have stuck to common nugs. I've gone and lost them too. I'll never find them the way they skitter.
Common nugs? I don't like those. They look dirty.
No way I'm going back to that supplier in Dust Town. Guess I'm shutting it down.
Are these things dangerous?
We gotta boil them before roasting, but otherwise no, safe as sand. Some people swear they make good pets. May as well leash a turnip, I say.
If I see any knocks, I'll send them your way.
Good on you, stranger. Only need one to turn this around.
Lost Nug. What the fudge is a Nug anyway? Knock Wrangler Boromon has lost his Nug inventory. Find one of them to get him back on his feet. What the hell is a Nug? Really some kind of an animal.
Excuse me,
Greetings, and welcome to Garen Garrison's luxury goods shop. Wow, there are a lot of you. And I've never seen one of those before. The things they come up with. What was I saying?
Are you alright?
Oh, I was hoping you wouldn't notice. Most people don't anymore. Or maybe they're too polite to mention it. I had a little incident a few years back. Too much time with the raw lyrium ore, you know. Maybe it was a bad vein. I cut myself and the dust got straight in the blood. Since then, it's been a little hard for me to concentrate. Except when forging, then I'm straight as an arrow. Best work I've ever seen. Look around the shop. See for yourself.
Are dwarves immune to lyrium's effects?
Of course we are. You should know that. Even surface dwarves lose it. Us down here, though, we should be able to handle it just fine. Only not too much, and not every day, and not breathing the dust, and not direct in the blood. Ancestors' own bad luck.
Let me see your wares.
Right. Best in the trade, you know. I worked the ore myself.
Yeah, it's all physical technique, so get a talent point. The Rose Thorn, 148 gold for a goddamn dagger. Dragon Bone, +2 dexterity, +1 health regeneration in combat, +3 damage, +5% melee critical chance, +30% critical and slash backstab damage. So this is a good one. Diamond Maw. Precision geared recurve. A crossbow. Life Giver. +10 constitution, +3 health regeneration in combat, +10 health regeneration while exploring, +3 armor, +20% to healing effects received. Ooh, this would be a great item for anyone who's interested in surviving. Great for a tank, constant regeneration, larger hit pool, better armor, and +20% to healing effects received. But it's a bit over our price range. Golden Mirror. Golden Amulet. Gemmed bracelet. I wonder if these are generic or are these for Morrigan too. The mirror I don't quite know. We have better. Shit. I'm buying them. I don't think we're probably going to have to leave Orzammar before we can finish this. So I can go quickly to the camp while doing it and keep the gifts. They're very cheap and Morgan, the approval. I'm not going to get a lot of it by adventuring. Most of it is going to come through gifts.
Oh, I actually was talking to your companions, or are you from the surface too?
Can I help you?
I've been trying forever to find someone who really knows the surface world. I don't suppose you've heard of something called the Circle?
The Circle of Magi.
I've been trying to reach someone there for years. I've sent missives with every caravan, but I never get a reply. I want to know if they would accept me for study.
Why wouldn't they?
No dwarf has ever studied at the Circle of Magi. I guess you never read First Enchanter Caitlin's treatise concerning dwarfs and the non-heritability of magic. He tested dwarfs from 20 bloodlines and found they couldn't perform any level of spell casting, regardless of lyrium exposure or time on the surface. The Circle speculates that lyrium in the stone shields us from spiritual influences, and over time made us immune to them.
So what do you want with the Circle then?
I want to go to the Circle to study. I don't want to do magic. No dwarf can cast spells, but I don't see why I shouldn't study it. It would be a valuable exchange. Orzammar would learn of one of the great natural forces of the surface. And the Circle gains direct access to our knowledge of lyrium smithing.
Yeah, I guess I could bring your request there.
That would be wonderful. My name is Dagna, daughter of Janar of the Smithcast. Tell them I've already begun reading the Tevinter Imperium's Ferticum Kadab, and it's just fascinating. Did you know the Imperial Magister Lords once had genealogies of every human family known to produce a mage child?
She's so enthusiastic and adorable. I'm glad we're helping her.
Oh, I'll go pack my bags right now. I'll be waiting by my father's shop.
Wynne and Liliana approved. And that's sort of at least partly why they're in the group. Because their disposition views this type of action of helping everyone just get quests favorably. Morgan would probably bitch about, ooh, there's a Nog. What the hell is a Nog?
Got it.
Moonstone, the Shaper's Life. Orzammar has carved a legacy from the stone, but history is more than the comings and goings that fill the streets. These caverns are old cuts and well traveled. The true will of the stone is revealed far from the halls of politics and commerce. The Shaper must step away from the familiar and seek out revelations from the frontier or buried secrets from past abandoned. The Shaper must first walk away if he is to return. Okay, let's see a Nog. Guess it's sort of a pig rabbit sort of a thing. Mines Commander. These are the deep roads. Yeah, we probably don't have access here.
I'm sorry, but I cannot allow you past the front lines without Adesha's permission. And I've heard nothing of any new patrols scheduled to leave today.
Okay. Will you let me pass?
Into the deep roads? Not without a full unit of soldiers to back you, my friend. Or Adesha's permission to risk yourself. Orzammar can't afford to lose its citizens or honored guests on casual visits to the deeps.
Are darkspawn the only danger in these tunnels?
Of course not. Down here you're bound to run into giant spiders, deep stalkers, and other vermin.
Are there no dwarves past this point?
A few outposts. Legion of the Dead mostly, fools that they are. Some scavenger types too.
Legion of the Dead?
You know the Legion, don't you? Anyone who can bear arms can join, no matter his crimes. Or sanity. They hold a funeral when they join, and swear their only goal is a glorious death. Aye, for your sake, I hope you've no reason to come here again.
Go on, I'm out of the nug game. Got nothing to sell.
Yep, I've got a knock here for you.
Saraka, I'm back in the game, such as it is. I don't have much besides gratitude, but find a bunch more of these and I'll toss you whatever I found.
12 silver. Oh, more nogs. There's a nog. Well, it's free money.
You're the best wrangler I've ever seen. But there's more out there.
It's seems like 12 silver per nog. No. Okay, we're going to Dust Town. Where's the diamond quarter anyway? There. Gem merchants. Ah, yeah, we've been. Didn't notice the gem merchant at all. Or was that the crazy guy with the lyrium? Anyway, Dust Town. First visit there. This should be where the castles are. So, the rough part of town.
Oh dear. The differences between this side of town and the others is striking.
Yeah, it's a slum. A lot of thugs.
I see enemies! The head!
We'll get plenty for this.
Shit, they're backstabbing rogues.
May he be praised!
No loot.
I'll get on it.
Castless. We know about the caste system, so is there anything really important? Okay, Orzammar society considers these casteless lower than even the servant caste. Indeed, casteless are not allowed to become servant, as it is too honorable of a position. They are seen as little better than animals. Their faces branded at birth to match them as the bastard children of the kingdom. Their home district, little more than a slum, is a haven for crime, organized and otherwise. Ozammar's guards seemingly cannot be bothered to patrol its streets. Best that most castless wards can hope for is a life at the whim of a local crime lord, ended abruptly by violence or an overabundance of toxic Lynchian ale. Okay, the only hope seems to get a cast is to, marriage. It is acceptable for a casteless woman to train in the arts of courtly romance to woo nobles and warriors. They are known as noble hunters. Yeah, we met them. Any male born from such a union is considered a joyous event considering the low rate of dwarf fertility. The mother and entire family are then taken into the father's house, although they retain their caste.
Who are you? You don't look like any guardsman I ever saw, and that's not much of a uniform.
Yeah, I'm doing the Grey Warden.
Oh, you looking for a chance to bring in some coin? Could be I have that opportunity. Especially for someone with a few connections above ground.
Well, I'm willing to hear what you're asking.
Human kings, you know, they make these ridiculous laws. Like about who gets to buy and sell lyrium, the sacred gift the stone provides us to show her love. No law should regulate that. The laws are meant to keep mages away from the stuff, so there's always buyers in the Circle Tower.
I got one man named Godwin. He's expecting a delivery of his stone's weight. You want an investment opportunity? I could see fit to, say, sell you that lyrium instead, at the reasonable price of 50 sovereigns. You can keep it, or, since you can travel freely from here, sell it to Godwin, who you know is buying. And if you bring back his return order, I could pay you, say, 20 sovereigns as a finder's fee.
Must be dangerous if you're paying so much.
Most dwarves born down here have a natural immunity. Other races, there are problems if they spend too long with the ore. The real issue is that lyrium's valuable. It's only found down here, and human mages can't work without it.
I don't have the cash right now.
Long as you keep your eyes down and your mouth shut, we've got no further business.
No. That's horseshit. I'm not losing that opportunity. The thing is, so if we speak to him, we must have 50 gold sovereigns. Otherwise, it's a lost opportunity. So we just have to avoid talking to the band.
We'll get plenty for their kid.
It's attracting your attention right there, but if you click it without the money,
All right.
you're fucked. It's not a catastrophe. We can make the money in other ways. It's a lost opportunity.
Whoever you're looking for, it's not me, I swear.
Alimora's Emporium.
I'll get on it.
What are you looking for? We got nothing to buy for the likes of you. Or maybe you wanted to sell.
Yeah, this doesn't look like a store.
Well, our business is kind of covert, if you know what I mean. It's illegal in Orzammar for me to engage in protected trade, but they look the other way if I share things with my friends. For money. Why don't you take a look?
Traps and poison and bombs. A corruptor agent in infinite supply and trap triggers. Backhands, plus 10% critical backstrap damage. Not all that great, but they're also fairly cheap. Effort's boots. Nice armor class. Remarkable amethyst. Yeah. Shit. I want to get it to over 75. That's probably one of the limits. It gives an additional bonus. Wait. Can I buy it? Maybe I just didn't
You're
buy
back.
it.
You got more business for me? Of course.
No. I definitely bought it. What happened to it? Did it turn... For fuck's sakes. Really? I think it turned into a normal amethyst, basically. This game... You make me load the game constantly. This is so infuriating. Yeah. Yeah, it's stacked with the normal amethyst and ceased to be a gift item. Holy shit, this game has problems.
There's a rich one. We'll get plenty for their kid.
I wouldn't mind, but I paid a few gold for it, so I don't want it to go to waste.
Once we
Alright, battle begins then.
Now's better than later.
Unbelievable. Yeah, touching the rubble gave me an explanation of the cast list. Okay. It seems like I have to sell the existing amethyst I have, or is he trying to cheat me?
What are you looking for? Of course.
Yeah, remarkable amethyst. If we have an amethyst, it's less than remarkable then. Yeah, there it is.
Very nice indeed.
Major strength. Major bonus to strength. +4. Is that a major bonus? Well, it's something at least. If I recall correctly, his problem is constitution. The equipment requires 32 constitution to be able to equip the better items. We'll probably do a trip very soon to outside Orzammar. I probably need to talk to Shale a little bit anyway, just to see if we gained anything. Beggars. Maybe I should try to talk to them.
Shine your shoes.
Sometimes they could keep something.
Coin. You got any coin? I haven't eaten since yesterday.
Your clothes are so fancy. Did you get them topside?
Yes, I did.
My mam used to say they don't got no stone to protect them topside. If I go up there, I'm gonna fall into the sky.
Yep. You just have to hold on real tight with your feet.
Yes. When my doll left, he never came back. Who's to say he didn't fall up, eh? Don't fall into the sky when you go back up there.
Nadezhda.
Well, look at that. It's not often old Nadezhda sees a fine-dressed stranger here in Dust Town. Help a poor cripple.
Okay, either 5 silvers or a generous kick in the face. Holy shit. Terrible, terrible, terrible options. So I have to go with the silver.
Well, thank you truly, my lord. That's right good of you. Not many from your parts even bring coin down here, much less share it. You got a vice to fill? Old Nadezhda can set you right up.
How did you get crippled?
I'd say it was an accident, try to get some sympathy coin, but you look like you'd rather hear the truth. I was running protection for the Carta when some guardsmen caught me. Duster I was with had coin for a bribe, but I took a stand. Guardsmen broke my sodding kneecaps and had me kneel in dung until the infection set in. Never healed proper.
Can they just get away with that? Yes, clearly they can. What's a Carta?
Well, now I know you're not from here. The Carta's who runs Dust Town. Jarvia's got her boys everywhere. They tell you, and you jump, because they're the only ones with the coin and the steel to get whatever they want.
Can you tell me anything about Dust Town?
It's pretty much as you see it. The raw stone where the casteless live, because we're not welcome elsewhere. You're born to wear a branded face in Orzammar, and you'll live your life in Dust Town.
What do you mean by brand? Everyone has similar marking on their face.
Means you don't exist. It tells everyone who sees you not to work with you, not to serve you, and not to care if you're hurt. The Deep Lords burn it into us the day we're born, so no one accidentally oversteps her place.
Yeah, that's...
I'll just stay out of your way then.
That's a questionable practice, to say the least. Suspicious door.
Spare a bit for the needy?
This door appears to be made of solid stone. There are no visible means of opening it. On closer inspection, there is a small slot concealed in a fold of the stone, just big enough for a finger.
Please, it's not for me, it's for my child. Have you a coin to spare, my lord? It's for my son. He's sick. He hasn't any clean clothes to wear or anything to eat today. Neither have I.
Your face isn't marked. What caste are you?
I am nothing. My family has disowned me. I'm no longer welcome in any mining cast hall. Unless... But no! I can't bear to even think of it!
Hey, what's wrong?
My name is Erlinda. I wasn't always like this. I was born to a mining caste family. We weren't wealthy, but I never went hungry before. Now it's all gone, and it's my own fault. Ancestors curse me, but there's nothing I can do to set it right.
Oh, okay. Tell the whole story.
I fell in love. He seemed so exotic, you know? Tough and smart, and never had to bow his head to anyone. He was casteless, and I know he was just trying to father a higher caste child so he could petition for status. But our child was a son, casteless like his father. My parents disowned me and stripped my caste from me. Unless I agree to abandon the child in the deep roads and pretend I never bore him.
Yeah, isn't there some other solution?
Yes. I can become casteless with him, which is what I've done. Others have raised children like this, right? Begging for change? Sleeping in doorways?
Yeah, maybe I could talk to the family. I don't want to try to convince her to... Yeah, what kind of life will he have? Spare him that pain. I'm not sure what I'm trying to convince her of. Trying to... Because it could be that I'm trying to convince her to abandon the child. So, maybe I should talk to the family first.
You would do that? But why?
Ah, I was hoping you'd offer me a reason. Okay, Orzammar must change with the times. It seems... I don't care all that much, but I do care a little bit because it seems pointless. In a situation where there's so few dwarfs left compared to what it used to be, and the fertility aren't exactly great, it seems like insanity to just leave perfectly fine dwarves to die in the deep roads. The system is insane.
Then I cannot offer enough gratitude. But I warn you, my father is a stiff-necked man. His name is Ordell, and he's usually at Tapster's in the evening. I do not think he will listen to you. But I will wait anxiously to see if you can do what you promise.
Win approved. Well, at least that's something. Slum's house. And we are at the end of things. No matter what happens here, we're going to be leaving. Basically, the reason is at the moment money. I don't expect to get the needed 50 gold. I don't see that happening, but